besties! Today we're doing a 2023 year in review of auditions. We have made it to the end of 2023. This was a great year for me as a performer. I feel like I finally got back on my feet again after the fall with the height of the pandemic. I started the year off with an acting contract, a sprinkle of other shows in there, and once again, I am ending the year with an acting contract to begin January of 2024. Still progressing to be able to make enough money as an actor to survive on that full time, but a year of progress, growth, hope, potential, and confidence nonetheless. In total this year, I had 41 auditions, 33 self-tapes, 7 in-person auditions, and 1 Zoom audition. Out of those 41 auditions, this was kind of a great year for me. I booked a total of 8, however, one of the projects had to be postponed. If we do the math with those 7 booked shows out of 41, that means my booking ratio is about 17%. This is an incredible success rate for me, in my opinion. I once had an acting teacher tell me that you book about 1 in 10 auditions, which would be a 10% success rate. However, in the professional world of acting, many actors have a 2 to 5% success rate from auditions and still are able to make a living. It's all about networking and what types of auditions you are going after, so you can't really compare yourself to other actors. I started off the year with a children's theater acting contract from January to March with Cole's Wild Theater based at the Milwaukee County Zoo. During that time, the first show I booked in 2023 was the lead role in Fools by Neil Simon. For May, I booked a movie and music style production of Beetlejuice. In 3 days, totaling about 12 hours of rehearsal, we put together a performance of clips from the movie and songs from the Broadway show. At the end of spring, I booked 3 original one-act plays that were part of a one-act festival. A show about the beginning and end of a relationship, a show about dating, and your basic high school plot where the underdog gets the date. However, I was unable to book a summer show. After the one-acts closed, it took me about 4 months to book something again. But I finally ended off the year playing various roles in the ensemble of Elf the Musical. I will talk a little more in depth about the roles I played this year in a separate video coming up shortly. As for my 7th booking of the year, in January of 2024, I will be returning to Cole's Wild Theater. Every year, I create a Google Sheets document to keep track of every audition I do. I keep track of things such as what theaters and shows I auditioned for and what pieces I used. Those sort of details can be helpful as a reference to look back on for various reasons. I do not currently have an agent or a manager, and not all of the auditions or offers I received this year were paid gigs. However, you have to start somewhere, and the more you audition, the easier it gets. I had an acting teacher once tell me that you prepare, you go in and audition, and then you move on to the next audition. If you hear back from a previous audition, great. If not, you have a new audition to focus your attention on. In some cases, like when you're auditioning for your school's show, it's easier said than done. But in general, I have found this advice incredibly helpful to keep me on my feet and motivated to continue auditioning. Those are all my stats for 2023. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions about auditions or what I talked about today, please leave me a comment below. Maybe even do your own 2023 year in review of what you auditioned for. Don't forget to set goals for yourself. Let's do great things in 2024. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, and on that note, I will see you guys in 2024. Bye, besties!